with the Durga temple and, the controversy about the two temples. That was one time I remember somebody told me, hey, I watch your show every time just to see what is going on, the tussle of the two temples, And I want to tell you, 10 years later, the same guy said, yeah, I think you had a better demographic when you had a tussle of the temples than a tussle of the businesses, And I may agree with them because the entire community was up in arms,
We're plugged in.
It was a great subject at that time.
It was. I know for me, one of the biggest opportunities I had because of my time on Darshan was the chance to go to the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Yes.
And, of course, this was in the George Bush years, and it was my chance to really be out in the community in a different way. And I wore my sari, and I remember meeting Condoleezza Rice.
You went on the red carpet?
I did go on the red carpet, and the funny thing was people thought I was some Bollywood celebrity because, there weren't that many women there wearing saris and so forth. And so, of course, I got to see a different world, and really the world of insider DC politics.
Folks, we have been thinking about shutting this show down. We did ask anyone in the community if they had the willingness, because this one really takes nerves of steel, and it's hard work.
You have to have a passion for this community and where it's going to care to see a show like this, which is so different from some of those Bollywood shows that you see. The world will always enjoy Bollywood, but the opportunities to have an intellectually stimulating discussion that spans everything from entertainment to business to politics, local, national, international, you don't find that very often. Certainly, folks, if you look across the airways, there is just nowhere else you can go to find this kind of perspective and voice that you have represented for this community for 25 years. I think it has been a privilege for me to be alongside you on as many mornings as I have had the privilege to be. And I think going forward, Darshan perhaps will live in a new life. I certainly hope that it finds that new chapter, because I think there is a generation of Indians, second generation, and soon third generation of Indians who will carry this community to where it goes next. And I think for that stage and chapter of its life, perhaps we need to find a new voice, a new way to spearhead that forward. I hope I can be a part of that, but for the chance that you have given me to be a part of people's lives and a part of your life, for that, I sincerely, sincerely thank you.
I thank you, too. Folks, I've had a lot of fun here. I really think I enjoyed along the way. I met a lot of people, and yes, I have learned a lot. And I want to tell you, you must be asking, why now? Why now is simply because I believe that Indian American community has so assimilated themselves with the mainstream. Today you find us in the highest political offices. You find us in the highest government offices. You find us into the highest business offices. We are professionals. We are coded. We see ourselves on CNBC. We see ourselves on Fox Television. We see ourselves on regular NBC, CBS, ABC, in the newspapers. Washington Post covers Indian businesses. So does Washington Business Journal.
New York Times has a special paper just devoted to us.
That's right. So we feel like that we have completed that circle, that we are assimilated. And from now on, it'll be specialist. Like in politics, I'll recommend Aastha. In business, I'll recommend Reggie Agarwal or somebody else. But I personally think that we have served well, and we thank you so much for the good time. So for this last time, I want to say the word that I have said it always. Namaste.
Namaste.